Yo, hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream. I hope you had a nice weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I wish you a nice start for the week, for a new week in the trading for the stocks. Nice to see all of you, Kobi, Shafi, and the bearded chemist. Hello, hello, Epsilon, Paul, Felix, and KLMN. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Nice to see all of you. So we're gonna see what's going on today. We're gonna see, of course, the stocks, what are going to aim for, especially for the gold, which is, of course, exploding the gold. And that's why, of course, I mentioned the video today in the morning, a very quick update. So you may take benefit of that, of course, opportunity. So, Kobe, hello. You're the man. You are the man, man. You're awesome. Thank you, man. Special request is GOBY. Let's put this on and start GOBY and see what do we have there. Okay, GOBY. The next one, Shafi. Hello, man. Everyone hit the likes and share the stream. Thank you, buddy, for reminding everyone always. Shafi, you are awesome, man. Thank you, bro. Your request is service now, please. What is that? Service now? You mean it's called now? Right, I think so. All right. So the bearded chemist. Hey, good morning, KG. Could we look at Spot? Yes, we can see Spotify. Let's see what else. Epsilon, hello, man. Thanks for the Dow Jones analysis yesterday. You're very welcome. Where do you think it's going after your count? So we can see Dow. Yeah, based on my own analysis and other 26, 27, we might be getting a recession. Okay, yeah, forget about fundamentals, buddy. Okay, forget about it. Just think about technicals here only. Fundamentals might screw up your head. Okay, so simply it's gonna affect your psychology. It's gonna affect your emotion, and it's gonna prevent you from taking any opportunity or losing even, of course. So be careful from it. We are technical, buddy. Of course, sometimes we see some fundamentals and the things, but we don't focus on it. Okay, so try to focus on Elliott wave, on technicals. Everything is there. I mean, Elliott wave is already a psychology detector. Okay, so this is the idea. It's a psychology detector that you can see it technically on the chart. Very simple. This is the definition of Elliott wave. So you don't need to really go back into fundamentals, whether this is gonna happen or not. What if it changed suddenly? So you don't have to, buddy. It's just Elliott wave. Paul, hi KG. Wish you a nice start. Thank you, buddy. The same into the week. Okay, could we please look today at triple M? Okay, we're gonna see this one. Felix, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Good morning, KLMN. Long on ES. Long on ESTY. You mean thank you, I think. Okay, I didn't really understood what is ES, but yeah. Okay, if it is a special request, maybe if you write it fully, I'll appreciate it, buddy. And you're very welcome, man. The bearded chemist. If we have time, could we take a look at MSTR? Definitely, buddy. Let's see a MicroStrategy. And Adi, wishing everyone a happy profit this week. Thank you, buddy. We wish you the same. All right, let's start exactly with NASDAQ. So let's see NASDAQ what is doing today. So what we are expecting is, of course, two possibilities here, right? So now the main possibility, yes, we're moving down, but two possibilities inside the micro level. So basically, you can count this as two things. It can be ABC, three ways toward the downside, and you might see, of course, three ways up, and then probably continuation for one more impulse as a regular flat, but very, very low possibility. Why? Due to the aggressivity of this move. Therefore, you can count also a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished impulse towards the downside, wave 5. Okay, so basically it can be a finished impulse, wave 1 or a wave A, right? Wave 1 or a wave A finished, and you have a wave 2 to be hit. Obviously, we're heading towards this scenario as highest probability. We start to see, of course, a signal that we're heading towards this one. So I'm going to bring back the targets, wave B, wave 2. Why high probability? Because if we dive inside the 15-minute chart, you can see that after this low here, which it might be your wave C, by the way, this is a low, was very close to 1-to-1 fib level in case you are in a zigzag, so can be the possibility still there. And you have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, no interfering with the zone 1, meaning it is an impulse unfolding towards the upside. Does it mean we are bullish, we are shifting towards the upside? Of course, definitely not, guys. That means you are currently on the micro level looking for higher, which it might be, of course, an ABC zigzag for a wave 2 or a wave B, but higher probability is a wave 2 here. Why? Because, of course, on the daily and on the macro level, we have topped, of course, for NASDAQ. All right. We have topped for a wave 1. We see already a wave. Let me put this 1, 2, 1, 2 here as a running flat and moving for a wave 3 towards the upside. Wave 4, obviously, and then wave 5 finished. Okay. In the blue box, as expected, right? Inside the blue box, touching the 0.618 for a wave 5, finishing wave 5, finishing wave 1. We are looking now for a wave 2. This wave 2 needs to be impulsive first for an A, B, and a C at least, right? And we're looking, of course, for the minimum time required. Minimum is the 0.38 fib time, which is the 12th of September. And that means, of course, if this is your wave 1, you're looking for wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5, wave A, 3 waves up again, recover, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 again for a wave C. And then, of course, we launch again, of course, our wave 3 toward the upside. Yep. Okay. I was saying I'm long on ES. Thank you. Okay. What is ES exactly? This is mini S&P. Okay. All right. That's okay. I mean, is it related definitely to? Okay, be careful then. Be careful, buddy. Long? How much long? I don't know if you mean micro or very long. Okay, so that is a big difference. But now, yeah, I mean, be careful. Always much preferable with the trend. No financial advice. With the trend right now, I would say the trend is finished towards the upside, and it is shifting downward in the macro level. In the micro level, again, of course, in the micro level, you might still looking for a correction here, but it might be wave 2. It might be wave B, meaning even if this is a 3 ways down, I don't think it is finished to move toward the upside anyway, because this has no sense. It has nonsense here for anything to continue for higher prices, guys. What does it mean? If you have a very fast 3 wave, what it might be? Is it 1, 2? Well, it's very fast, even before the minimum time. And if you have a 1, 2 here, and you're looking for a bigger wave 5, meaning extending this, well, it's still too early to call. Very, very early to call it. Okay? I would like to see wave 2 ABC at least, meaning this ABC. Once it is finished, okay, then I will put it as probability, but now I will not confuse you with it. Okay? Unless, of course, we see something else unfolding over there. What does it mean? The signal that something is wrong, the signal that we might see, of course, that something is wrong and something is shifting for higher, is once you get the ABC here, the 1-to-1 fib level broken, okay, we have to be careful. We see something impulsive as wave 3, 4, and a 5, might be a big wave 1, 2 again, and then continuation toward the upside. But currently, it's still very, very early to confuse you with this. Okay, so we're gonna keep the things a little bit much more clearer before we move for the next priorities. Okay, so let's move for this is regarding NASDAQ. The target are 23K 185 and 23K 063. We're gonna see, of course, the SPX. By the way, for the SPX, I just realized when you use the US 500, it is good for the micro level and, of course, for the extended trading hours. It removes the gaps and so on. But unfortunately, it's not the all-time history like the SPX we were using before. It's a huge, huge history from the 90s, and I prefer always to use, of course, the all-time history. But for the micro level, when we have issues with this chart here, we're gonna switch, of course, only for the micro level to the US 500 to see what's going on. Okay. For example, right now, you cannot see exactly this price on the SPX that we have for the all-time history. But before moving to the micro level, let me explain what's going on here. So basically, on the all-time history, you are looking at 1, 2, wave 3 finished, okay? This wave 3 is in the blue scenario as a 1, 2, and then having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave 3 in the blue scenario, wave 4, very clear, wave 4, and then, of course, finishing double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, so finishing wave 3 here in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. And of course, you finish wave 3 in the yellow, and you proceed with a wave 4 for the yellow here. This target is taken from the wave 2 here, and the top, of course, of this scenario, where you might see, of course, let me adjust, where you might see exactly the target between the 6,088 and 5,886. Highest probability, of course, is to dive a little bit deeper, maybe in between, because of course NASDAQ is gonna move deeper. Yeah, so it might dive deeper, or it takes time, of course, to finish the range and then moving for higher around the 0.23. Otherwise, it takes, of course, the 0.38. Yep. Yep. So basically, wave 2 can be an ABC, can be, wave 4 can be an ABC zigzag, can be a flat taking time, can be a triangle taking more time. Okay, it has several patterns, but currently we are starting, of course, with an impulse. Let's move to the 500. So on the lower time frame, you can see clearly that, yes, we have broke here. We were expecting kind of like ending diagonal, right? This did not happen, so we have to consider this as a finished impulse there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This might be an A, a B, and a C expanding flat. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A, B, and a C, of course, expanding flat. And yeah, might proceed toward the downside. So in case that we reach the fib levels required here, well, not yet. Okay, so we didn't reach, even on the linear. We didn't reach the 0.38, and that is also still questionable. Yeah, so might be, of course, extending this wave C, ABC toward the upside, but you see already 5 waves. Unless on the 15-minute chart, let me check this wave 5, 1, 2. Yeah, it can be extended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very simple. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or it can be an ending diagonal because I see here a zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, hitting the 0.38 and moving down still. So also we see almost the same scenarios here for wave 2, or wave B might be finishing inside this blue box again. Don't forget that this can be also a finished impulse wave A, wave B, very shallow, and that's why I'm calling wave B, by the way. If we had a 1, 2 somehow like this, well, I would say, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, yeah? But because you see very shallow wave B here, it is very likely to have also a zigzag here. 1-to-1 fib level perfectly hit. Yeah. But what if we have even extended one? Okay, let's say it's a shallow 1-2, very rare case, but yeah, it can still happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't hit this target, still can be considered 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. By all means, guys, the trend and the possibilities, it shows, of course, a possibility still there to move for lower, whether on NASDAQ or on SPX 500. The possibilities are, of course, towards the downside. Whether you are in ABC, you would like to see if this is your flat and gonna finish there, you continue for a wave C down, meaning 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and of course continuation for a wave C down. It can be W, X, and a Y, another zigzag. So still looking for lower. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Still looking for lower. It can be finished wave 1. You're looking for a wave 2. Massive wave 3 towards the downside. You're still looking for lower. When we start to shift for higher prices, when you see here something as a zigzag unfolding, hitting above the 1-to-1 fib level, and then okay, question mark, what's going on? We have to reconsider, right? Then we lay down our next scenario and possibility for bullish potentially. Okay, so we're gonna see this. Camel Blue, hello. I'm doing fine, thank you, buddy. I hope you do the same. Can you look at copper? Yes, we can see copper. And Arcane, nice to see you, man. SOUN. All right, guys. So, yep, that was regarding SPX as well. We are forgetting the time as well to lay it for next that you can watch it, of course. 20 minutes, I believe this we started at 15. And currently we are looking at the gold at a 27 minute. All right, let's see the gold. So the gold is, of course, showing higher prices today. Very nice price. Today I mentioned, of course, in the micro analysis, the quick update, the 2-3 minutes. I just showed you, of course, the several possibilities here, right? So we start here exactly with a triangle, A, B, C, D, and a E. And this was the first priority. And I mentioned, of course, be careful. It might, of course, unfold something toward the upside. Of course, reaching 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this currently is playing. Yeah, it is playing as a triangle here and moving for higher as higher possibility. Now, don't forget also at the same time, you still have a possibility for wave B in an expanding flat A, B, and a C. Why? Because the timing for this wave 4 here, taken of course from this wave 1, you have a very long wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished, and you're looking here at a potential A, B, and a C as well, again hitting around this blue box. And this is going to be an expanding flat. This target in confluence was the regular flat, another possibility which is out right now. 3 ways down, 3 ways up, you continue down directly, but this did not play, so this one is out. Therefore, we still have the possibility for expanding flat, and we are exactly in the fib levels for this wave B as an expanding flat. So yeah, be careful. Of course, it might be playing, because what you are looking here at is, of course, a potential zigzag, an impulse, a correction here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably, because of course this is another impulse wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, higher possibility is to continue for higher, honestly. Okay, even in this scenario, if you are in an ABC, it looks like 1, 2, wave 3 just finished, and probably 4 and a 5, meaning it's gonna unfold something higher. Therefore, once you break above the 1.38, that is of course a signal that you are bullish here. And you have to consider your count from there, because this is a triangle, okay? So once you break the 1.38, okay, forget about the expanding flat. Just consider a finished triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It might be the wave 5 also expanded, but be careful as well. The wave 5 might be finishing very soon as well. So once you take the high, remember, of course, preferably to take the targets, but it doesn't work always as we want with the targets. The wave 5 might be tricky. It might be finished there as a very shallow wave 5. Now, looking at the wave 1 here, well, it's a long one. I'm expecting almost the same. Yeah. So target for a wave 5 normally is given there. I'm going to reduce a little bit the things here so we don't make it crowded so much. Okay. So the main target for wave 5 is between, of course, 0.618 and 121. Fib level 3,392. It has to reflect a little bit the price and the time with the same wave 1. Okay. So what does it mean here? It can be, of course, a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, even for higher prices later on. Yep, so this is how we're going to take it with the gold step by step as well. Basically, you have finished currently a small impulse toward the upside, which it can be, of course, having a little bit higher prices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to see what's going to be the reaction at this area, 1.38 fib level. Very interesting. Okay, so be careful with it. If we see a hit 1.38 and like a very massive move toward the downside, we have to be careful, yeah, because it can have two faces. But basically, if you see an impulse, a higher possibility that it shift to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then moving up again. But if you see a 3 waves, this is a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's tricky a little bit, but yes, this is the idea, how we can track it. All right, that is regarding the gold. So the gold is showing higher prices now. To where? In general, where are we heading for the gold? Well, there are several scenarios as well. So first, you might have finished here definitely an A, B, C, D, and a E, right? So basically, this is a triangle finished very clearly, right? And we move impulsively right now toward the upside. Because in the bigger time frame on the 4 hours chart here, even on the daily to see it, you have an impulse 1, 2, 3, right? This is your wave 4 playing right now, but your wave 4 based on the wave 2 here, you didn't reach yet the fib level. Even on the linear, there is a gap to reach the minimum requirement 0.23. Plus, you didn't reach yet the perfect timing for wave 4. So let's say you don't pay with price for this correction, you pay in time. But even the time is not yet given perfectly on the 1-to-1 fib level, raising the doubt here that we're moving directly for the 4K, which is the next target for wave 5 here, even above 4K. So what do I mean here is that this correction might expand, of course, in the following scenario. W, X, and a Y still, of course, might be unfolding. Why W, X, and a Y? Because it's a very rare case that you start a triangle with a wave A. It's very rare. Much higher possibility start with W as triangle. You're looking for an X as a zigzag. It might take the highs, new highs, of course, as a zigzag, and then moving a final zigzag for a wave Y to hit exactly the target, the fib time, and then moving towards the 4K and even above it. Okay, so what I'm expecting, meaning what I'm expecting right now is a zigzag and probably taking the high based on the aggressivity that I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, not finished yet, 4 and a 5, okay? And that means your wave A, B, and a C, you already took the high. You take the high, you move down. Okay, again with a big zigzag, of course, moving up again towards the 4K. Yep, so this is what I'm expecting, guys. All right, so of course, if we pass, I would say the 1-to-1 fib level here, if we cross it, okay, I have no other option rather than accepting a very shallow hit, even not hit even on the linear, right? with this gap, and even very shallow time, which is very rare case that it happens, guys. Okay. So higher possibilities still right now for the WX and Y until we break a zigzag 1-to-1 fib level. We start to be very bullish. Incredible Jackman, why the count SPX and NASDAQ not the same? Why they should be the same? They are different anyway. Very simple, buddy. That is very, I mean, buddy, it's not that simple. Trading is not that simple. That NASDAQ and SPX should be identical, 100%. Of course, they influence each others, but the patterns are totally different. And by the way, SPX is always laggy behind NASDAQ, is always late behind NASDAQ. NASDAQ is always in lead. We saw this the past few months. So, yeah. So, I don't know why you think like this. So, you should not, buddy. You should be much more, of course, yeah, much more complex than this because the market is complex. Okay, by thinking, right? Okay, so Nvidia, 36-minute Nvidia. Here we go. All right, for Nvidia, we are looking also at a wave 3 toward the upside finished. We're looking for this wave 4 as 1 ABC running flat wave 2, and then 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5, finishing wave 3 4 and a 5, finished as double 1 2 here 3 4 5. Okay, great. We finished a wave 5 perfectly with the micro count as well, 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and we start to see a lot of red, very remarkable red. And of course, with this red, we are counting here a potential impulse toward the downside, of course. Wave 1 or wave A can be finished there, right? And you're looking here at something as an expanding, expanding flat. It can be a WX and a Y. Okay, and I'm still looking for this blue box to be decisively hit, honestly. Okay, decisively, meaning I would like to see the price entering this blue box. I'm not convinced with this wave 2 finished, wave B. We're still looking here for something. It can be, of course, yeah, ABC here as well. Can be very likely. Until we break, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level. If we break the 1-to-1 fib level, okay, it's a question mark. Okay. If we go above it now, decisively, of course, if we go above it, yes, we have to start to think in something else, potentially another big 1-2 here. Big 1-2, but I doubt it, guys. I doubt it so much. Yeah, the wave 4 has to be taken. Where it's gonna go, it has to be taken. So, yeah, maybe, but maybe in case that this is a 1-2, because we already tested a wave 2 here, as you can see. The fib levels has been taken as 1-2. If we see higher prices above the 1-to-1 fib level, okay, we reconsider 3 4 and a 5 toward the upside. Okay. Yep. So we're gonna see. Let's watch this blue box on the micro level. Let's see Palantir at 38. So for Palantir, we are looking also at wave 5 finished, the same. And in a bigger view here, you are looking at a finished wave 3, the same as Nvidia, the same as S&P. With this wave 4 here, you might see, of course, a zigzag toward the downside, right? We are looking for this zigzag toward the downside. A, B, and a C has to be taken. 0.23 minimum target. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 extended wave 5. Short wave 3, not longer, wave 1, not longer than the wave 3. Let me check again, but I think it is, we already checked this. Okay, there is something wrong here. Let me check lower time frame. Oh, yeah, sorry. Wave 5 is not longer than wave 3. Sorry, guys. I remember now. So wave, if you take the fib levels here, wave 3, here we go, you will see as well, or we have hit it already. Okay, that is very interesting. We didn't catch this one, wave 5. Yes, it is longer. Okay, that is something then to be reconsidered here. This is not an impulse, it's not a finished wave 5 or a wave 3. Crazy. Is it an A, B, and a C then, therefore? A, B, and a C. So wave 1 is longer than wave 3. Wave 5 is longer than wave 3. It is not an impulse. Where we were testing, we were testing this wave 5 not longer than wave 3. Okay. Okay. Here we were testing the wave 3 that it is shorter. But this one we didn't test it again. So yeah, very remarkable thing how we passed this. Let me check the expanding flat, wave B. Wave B expanding flat. Oh, okay. Yep, guys. So we have to take it ABC here. We have to take it as ABC. There is no impulse there. Incredible. Okay, so it is an A, B, and a C towards the upside. Again, wave 1 is longer than wave 3. Wave 5 is also longer than wave 3. Is not allowed. Therefore, A, B, and a C. You're looking for even for lower. What does it mean in a bigger view? You are in a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave 3. Therefore, wave 4 is not finished yet. That's crazy. Unless, again, we have to consider 1, 2, 1, 2, and big 1, 2 here. So one of these scenarios, whether you are very bearish in expanding flat, or you have to consider those are triple 1, 2s. And then moving very bullish. Okay. I'm gonna remove this. We cannot have it, honestly. Yeah, and wave 4 not finished yet even. Wave 4 can be finished in case that you are still unfolding several 1-2s for wave 5, or unfinished in case, of course, we dive deeper. How do we know this? Okay, I'm gonna show you exactly how. So basically, this is the leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is the first 1, 2 here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe the wave 5 is not longer. And this is what we were. Let me check. Oh my God, it is longer even. What a Palantir. Okay, that is a very tricky price action. Everything is invalidated. What the hell? All right, so it's not even a diagonal. Wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than the wave 3. But that will be crazy, like 100 1-2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's too much. That is too much. But that will be crazy if it happens. Okay, so higher possibility for now is a WX and a Y. It has to transform even to WX and a Y here. So because it's not a diagonal, you cannot call it ABC even. So you have a zigzag, zigzag, and an X, and another big zigzag with an X. Very interesting. There is no other possibilities, guys, for Palantir here. Whether we are in several 1-2s, multiple 1-2s, we explode to the upside again, or we are corrective in WX and Y and we move down. Okay, this is how we know. if we test the 1-2, the first 1-2 in the top, it's the first time I face such a scenario, by the way, honestly. So if we face, if we test this 1-2 right now, let's say, okay, we are in multiple 1-2. First thing you want to test, of course, is this 1-2, right? And then, of course, we have to test until this far. If the price action is gonna dive deep and it's gonna invalidate, the first invalidation you get for this one, okay, it's gone. The whole multiple 1-2s is gone. Why? Because you cannot invalidate this one, okay, and still looking here for several 1-2s, okay. Okay, you can consider this as an A, B, and a C, but I doubt it. Let me check. I think not. The wave V is very expanded. Yes, it has overshooted. So yes. So once invalidated, okay, this is a signal that no, it's not bullish. It's not multiple 1-2s. It's simply W, X, and a Y, and we're still looking for a wave 4 here. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking still with other possibilities. Oh, I got one. I got one, guys. Oh my God, what a price action. Yes. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I just got it. It is a zigzag here. It's it's a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this diagonal. Oh man. Okay. So this is the price. It's a zigzag. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Wow. Sorry, guys. My bad. I couldn't get it directly. Yep. So that is right one. Okay, I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, here we go. Because right now, if you take the fib levels taken from the 1 to the wave 3 diagonal, well, yeah, it didn't reach very high, but still, of course, very possible because it looks like a diagonal contracting. But the much more evident here, at least, is the wave 5 as diagonal. Okay, you hit perfectly the perfect targets. Okay, and we move down, and they are looking all zigzags. So this is a zigzag, another zigzag. It's very tricky to see it here with the gap. That's why, guys, I was like blinded a little bit. But here we go. Yeah, that is a an ending diagonal. Even we have to take this one here, just like that. Yeah. Wow, what a price! Is I'm still even doubtful a little bit about it, but still, of course, very tricky. Okay, guys, I'm gonna watch this, but be careful with it. It's a very tricky for Palantir. It's the first time I find such a complex one. Like the fibs are not working, the rules are not working, and also as guidelines, several 1-2s, yeah, not convincing. The closest possibility for me is a WXNY, honestly. So we have to be careful with this one, okay, guys? Let's watch and test it. Okay, so let's test this one. Once you take the invalidation here, okay, it's gone. There is nothing bullish. We're moving down. Okay, this is the idea. But be careful with it. I'm gonna skip it for now, and I'm gonna raise a little bit a flag on it because it's very very tricky. All right, let's see Apple. Okay. Yeah, for Apple, we were looking anyway for lower lately. In the live stream yesterday, we have mentioned, of course, we might continue toward the downside that we have finished here a wave 5 in the top. Wave C, of course, finished. Truncated even a signal, of course, of weakness 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, somehow 5 waves. Ending diagonal as well, of course, but yeah, truncated with a few cents, of course, and then moving very massively toward the downside. Now, the biggest picture for Apple is, of course, is a big WXNY, very clear W. You have an X, you might have a big wave Y here as a zigzag. A, B, and a C toward the downside, 1-to-1 fib level in confluence, of course, with those targets. So it might be a big correction here. Okay, WX and Y. Yo, Free Minds, how you doing, buddy? I'm good. I hope you're doing well too. So yeah, for Apple, I don't see any prosperity right now. I see, honestly, of course, 161 in the horizon. Okay, I see, of course, a major dump here, and especially that you don't see any kind of impulsive waves here. You see simply zigzags and already invalidated, meaning there is no continuation for 1-2. The signal was even answered over there. We're moving towards these prices. Yes, be careful with Apple. Let's see Tesla. For Tesla, we are at 15-minute 30. Okay. For Tesla, all right, it's still suffering a little bit inside this triangle. We don't see yet kind of like really decisive move, but we see, of course, a 1, 2, 3 here. Wave 4 might continue. Nobody knows, but yeah, I'm not really convinced with this 1, 2. Yeah, you would like to, this, if this is your wave 1, 2 here, this is not yet a clear wave 3. It might be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But if this will not show good signal, if you take the low again, we have to be careful. Don't forget Tesla, by breaking the invalidation here, 290 and $290 is invalidation, of course, for this triangle, and that means, of course, you are moving for lower prices. Be careful. Okay, invalidation of triangle here. Why trading view sometimes is okay. Yeah, so taking this low for the wave E again, that means, of course, we're moving down. Next target might be a big ABC for 1-to-1 fib level, meaning in a bigger picture, you are, of course, in a triangle. Running triangle might be A, B, C, D, and a E, and then moving toward the upside. Okay. The worst case scenario is that you break this 1-to-1 fib level as a signal first, and then you simply, of course, want to finish in a W here, expanding flat, zigzag for X, another zigzag for a wave Y. Okay, so be careful. It can be also A, B, and a C expanding flat, so not just WX and a Y. Yep, be careful with Tesla. Okay, most of the stocks, guys, are not showing, of course, a good indication for reversal yet. We're still, of course, looking for lower sooner or later, and we might proceed, of course, the downtrend. Let's start with the special request here for you guys, JOBY. All right. Okay, JOBY Aviation. All right. We never did this. It looks a little bit young chart here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, this is an ABC. So this here, what you are looking at is, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave C. This is another wave A, B, and a C finish. So you are not impulsive here already. So you start with 3 waves up, 3 waves down. You have to be careful, of course, from a wave C towards the upside. And that means, or it can be WX and Y. I'm going to explain also. So why? Because we don't have data yet ready for something higher. So you are already there. Be careful. And this might be, of course, a wave B here. Okay, a running flat wave B. 3 waves down, 3 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Failing to take the low, you move impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. So I would say be careful based on the data, shallow data that we have here. It might be, of course, a finished ABC. And we move down. Okay, be careful with this one. Let's see now. Okay. service now. Yes, this is what you were looking for. Okay. Very clear impulse. It's a very clear one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no more clarity than this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, wave 3 finished. Wave 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No invalidation. 5, 4, 5. You're still unfinished wave 5. Okay. Yep. So basically, you are in a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, wave 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So basically, this is your wave 4 replying to your wave 2. Very perfect. And you have here inside this wave 5. Let's focus inside it. So inside this wave 5, you have here, of course, your wave 3 is exactly there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is the middle wave 3, right? And you have double 1, 2 before it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1, yes. 4 and a 5. And final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for higher. Let's put it in blue. Here we go. All right, so currently you are working on a wave 5, right, in this white scenario. Let's put it in white. This white scenario is still need one more wave 5. You have the 1, 2, you have the wave 3, you have the wave 4 finished potentially. You're looking for the wave 5. Obviously, this wave 5 might be, of course, a little bit extended, but it might be much more potentially short. Just simply taking the high. Targets, wave 5. Here we go. So, yeah. You might simply take the high, just with a few cents. Finishing wave 3, then 4 and a 5 to look for higher. Okay. This is your next target. Now, if you are in a wave 4 here internally, so you take it from the wave 2, wave 4, sorry. Yes, you hit already the 0.38. Now, fib level already hit, timing already hit, structurally, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially can be, of course, diagonal, just like that. You finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or you are in a W, X, wave Y is a zigzag, which is very likely, and you move towards the upside. Okay? That's it. Incredible Jackman. I don't think Tesla can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I don't either. All right. That was regarding now. 58 for Spotify. Spotify, we're looking, of course, for the all-time history first. So yeah, Spotify is a nice impulse to the upside, of course, after psychology found over there. 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 might be finished. Okay, be careful. It might be finished because this is a wave 1, meaning wave 1, it is an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking the high, so it can consider, oh, that was my wave 5, right? Unless, of course, the things want to show some strengths internally. Meaning you're seeking for a corrective wave after this wave 1. Are we corrective here? Well, you can say, but also it looks impulsive at the same time. Yeah, so we have to be careful. Now, what I see here is a little bit tricky, but it can be your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, as of course ending diagonal. You finish 1, 2, and you're looking for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or simply you finish the wave A here as a diagonal, the same as a wave 1, A, B, and a C. Maybe your wave C is going to be the ending diagonal as well. Nobody knows. Now, how you get, of course, much more possibilities here or insights. Well, you hit already the fib level for wave 2, the minimum requirement. This is the first thing. So if you are bullish, you should move towards the upside. Based on the timing, wave 2, yes, you reach already, you bottomed after the minimum required time. And that means, of course, it can be ready to move towards the upside. Let's move on the 15-minute chart. You see 1, 2, 3 right now. Probably, of course. You want to see simply continuation. You want to see wave 4 and a wave 5. If you don't see this, therefore forget about it. If you take this high here, if the price goes down and take it, okay, you are in 3 waves, you move still towards the downside. Yep. So in a bigger view, you would like to see for higher on the micro level also potential, and even on the micro level also potential. The invalidation on the very micro level can tell you that it might seek for lower, but it doesn't mean that you are bearish. You might move up again from there, from anywhere. Invalidation is 0.886. You take the low, and then of course you start to think to be bullish again. Okay. Yep. So that is regarding Spotify. Let's see Dow and Jones. We have at 1 hour. The 30. I think. No, not this one. Dow Jones. Okay, this one. Okay, so in the live stream, we have mentioned yesterday, okay, we want to reach those targets as an expanding flat A, B, and a C in case, of course, we are still corrective there. And you might be, of course, in a wave 1, 2 here. Probably, let me check again the all-time history, what we did. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh, okay. We are looking for a wave 5. And if we dive inside it, we see inside this wave 4 and a 5 for the white. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So the target are still very clear. Yeah. I mean, you still can looking for higher. And I'm not convinced, of course, with this top here. Okay. So therefore, I'm still looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So yeah, on the lower time frame, if you are in a 1, 2, let's go 1 hour. If you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning wave 1, 2, let's see. Yes, it's still too early maybe for a wave 2. So you might be seeking for something even a little bit longer in time and in price. And by the way, this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 is not finished yet. Okay. Yeah, and if we are experimenting here a longer wave 5, and that this is a wave 4, wave 5, can be, meaning your wave 4 finished here. You have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. Invalidation already given. This is the second possibility. And that means, of course, you might still see higher prices, but you want to finish this 4-5-4-5, which it might invalidate it. And when you get invalidation, no, you have to come back to the previous scenario. Wave 5 finished directly there. You have a running flat, and you finished wave 5 there. And this one is an A. This might be your wave A, your wave B, your wave C. Okay, so yeah, 2 possibilities. Watch the invalidation for an answer. Yep. Let's see triple M, 1 hour 3 minutes. Okay. Let me check the gold. Just 1 second, guys. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking my trade. Just if I should get out. Yeah, I think it is in almost with a finished impulse for the gold, by the way. Let me just show you again what happened. So basically, we are retracing from the 1.38. So very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but still can be hit one more leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right. Okay, so that is quick update. All right, for the triple M, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so we have, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, finished. And currently you're looking at a wave 2. Wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, wave 2 finished there. It's a W, X, and a Y. When you see something like this, it's a W, X, wave Y here. Sorry, W, X. Well, what is a triangle? Yes, this is a triangle. This is your X. Yes, W, X, and A, B, C, D, E triangle for a wave 2. And you start, of course, the impulse toward the upside. So we have a 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. And then 4, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished, of course, in the top. Currently, you are looking at 3 waves. Obviously, this is corrective. Let's check the fib levels here. Okay, wave 2 not hit yet. And that means you have hit only potentially here the 23, which it might be a zigzag. Yes. You hit the 0.23. Let me check. Yeah, but also on the linear, you are in the perfect fib level for a wave 2 as well. So you're moving toward the upside. I'm going to reduce this to downgrade it to brackets and finished. And you are looking at 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5 round. Or you are looking at a big ABC zigzag. A, B, and a C. Why? I'm very sure that we're moving for higher. Again, you are very corrective. If you are in an impulse 1, 2, 3, wave 4 invalidations already, and you finished a 3 waves and you move impulsively. On the lower time frame, inside this impulse, let's move there. Okay, daily. We need the daily here. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5 not finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, 4, and a 5, yes. And your wave 5 here, let's check on the 4 hours. Is that a finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, no invalidation. Oh, it can be finished, sorry. It can be finished. So you have 1, 2, wave 3, because your wave 3 is an extended wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No invalidation inside it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. It can be finished. What does it mean? It means that you have a 1, 2. Very simple. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. So probably the next target might be, of course, wave 2 in an impulse in this blue box. Wave 2. Okay. Yep. That is regarding triple M. Those are your targets. I'm still looking for lower. Okay. Yep. Yes. All right. MSTR. Let's see Michael again. MicroStrategy. Not Michael Saylor. Okay. MSTR. Here we go. Yes. So, okay, why is this is a very high grade? Okay, let's put it in white. Here we go. All right, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. Probably still looking at a wave 4. Did we invalidate it? Well, not yet. Wave 1, it should be there. This is your wave 4. There. So 1, 2, 3, wave 4, of course, not invalidated. And anyway, our blue zone target is still there as an expanding flat A, B, and a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Be careful, 319 is the invalidation point. Okay. Another possibility might be, of course, a triangle for a wave 4, running triangle A, B, C, D, E, and moving for higher. But once you take this low, this is invalidation for the triangle. You have to forget about it. Okay. But currently you're still inside it. So the possibility is still there. But higher possibility is for the expanding flat. If we get the 319, okay, we're bearish. This is a big 3 waves down. Okay, very simple. If we move for higher from there, your target is a wave 5, 614, 530, 36. Okay, that's simple for MSTR. 1 hour 10 minutes for copper. Okay, I think the copper XCU. Okay, XCU. We never did copper before. I think, right? We never did it before. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't think we did it. Okay, so for the copper, I'm not sure if this is the all-time history. Definitely not. Of course, I mean the copper. There is something older than this. We need the all-time history. No, copper. Yeah, I think it's the only one here. Let's put XCU USD, XCU USD. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe this one. Yes, I think so. No. XCU USD, copper. Okay, it's the only one that we have. Why we don't have the all-time history for copper? I mean, copper is a very even older than gold. So, okay, if that is the copper, the only copper that we have. If you find something all-time history for the copper, guys, let me know how or what is the name for it. Okay, it looks like this is longer. Yes. Okay, this one is better. Capital.com. All right. So yeah, we have here for the copper potentially. Yeah, we're gonna start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Um, yeah, you took the low here, right? Yeah, this is your low there. So yeah, we have to start from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have of course an ABC here. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sorry. And that changed the whole thing. All right. And then we have a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Okay, let's put it in brackets. And definitely this is a very, very corrective structure here, ABC. And you move impulsively for a wave 5. You take the high. So that is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5, just to be clearer. Okay, and then you continue correctively, A, B, and a C here. Okay, this is another impulse. So you finished A, B, C. And after you see a 1, 2, 3, 4, no. It's an ABC. It's a big ABC. Yep. All right, so you are looking at A, B, and a C ending diagonal here. Yeah, it's not the silver, it's not the gold, definitely. Yeah. So what does it mean? First of all, you have wave 1 here. You're looking for wave 2, potentially 3, 4, and a 5. Or you are in an ABC. A, B, and a C. Here we go. Oof, okay, many possibilities. Crazy. Okay, many possibilities. a lot of possibilities. So let's start first with this layout. So this is a major layout, okay? So first, I'm gonna remove this because I'm gonna separate them. So the first possibility here, this is a general. You finish wave 1, wave 2, or wave B, you're looking for higher, okay? Now, how we're looking for higher is several possibilities. The first possibility is that this diagonal that we just mentioned might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so can be, of course, those are very far, very, very far, okay, to reach yet. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially towards the upside. That means, of course, here you have another big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the white, and another big 1, 2. We're gonna put it in the orange. Okay, still to reach those later on. Okay, 4 and a 5. So this is very, of course, looking for higher, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, and this might be a wave C or a wave 3. This is first possibility. Let's put it in a folder. So possibility 1. The second possibility is, as I mentioned before, an A, B, and a C finished. So ABC, let's keep it in magenta, right? What does it mean ABC finished? Meaning, of course, you finished here as diagonal, right? So you finished A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in this case, you are looking at an expanding flat, wave B. Let me check the fib levels just to make sure that I am right. Yes. So perfect fib levels currently in the blue box. That it means, of course, you might be looking here at a wave A, B, and a C toward the downside. Here we go. Targets for this one might be, of course, expanding flat to wave C. This blue box. Okay. This is possibility 2, which is bearish. Okay. Another possibility is wave 1, zigzag. Wave 2, you're looking for wave 3, 4, and a 5 as a diagonal. Somehow like that. Even wave 2 not finished yet. Wave 2 there. What does it mean? This is a zigzag. Wave 1, you're looking for wave 2, and 3, 4, and a 5. Now, wave 2, I don't like it because you already took the high, right? Which is a little bit question mark, meaning, yeah, somehow it has to be like that. Okay, so it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This, yeah, much more convincing, right? 3, 4, and a 5. What does this mean? It means it can be, of course, wave C, sorry. Only wave C and not a wave 3. Not a wave 3. Why? Because it's a diagonal. Wave C only can be an ending diagonal. Wave 3 is not allowed. It has to be an impulse. Therefore, you move down. Okay. If it is a 1, 2, don't forget that this is a leading diagonal at the same time. It plays two phases, leading and ending. It can turn into leading diagonal, of course, for higher. Let's put it in white. It can be 1, 2. Of course, after you finish this diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And therefore, you become a wave 3, 4, and a 5. One of those three possibilities. Which one is the highest? We're going to estimate right now. Possibility 3. Here we go. All right. So between possibility 3, what you would like to see is simply continuation toward the upside. Meaning, after having 1, 2, 3, now currently you are in a wave 4. You would like to see, of course, this trend not broken first, because once you break it, you got the answer that this is not playing. Once you break it, you got the answer you're not in this scenario. Higher possibility might shift to something else. You would like to see wave 5. If not, you move to something else, which it might be this finished ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If you break it again, higher possibility you're moving towards a wave C as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Hitting the perfect fib level for a wave B in an expanding flat moving down. For this scenario, if you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, well, very simple. The fib levels for wave 2 has to be hit, which you are currently exactly in the 0.38 minimum requirement. But if you break the 886, that is, of course, your signal that you are not in this scenario. Meaning, first thing you want to check is this trend line. If broken, okay, I switch to the next probability, which is 1, 2. If taken and moving for higher, okay, it might be playing. Once you take the high, the possibility gets very high probability. If you move down, you take the 886, okay, final probability is, of course, this one. Sorry, this one. You take the 886 for wave 2, you move directly to this target. All right, that is an understanding for the copper. I made it very clear because, it's interesting for the metals, copper, silver, gold. SOUN is our final request here. Sound Hound. Okay, very fresh one, and not really nice, but still has a potential of leading diagonal. Here we go. You're very welcome, Camel Blue. Okay, so you have zigzags. Wave 1, wave 2, zigzag wave 3, correction, another zigzag wave 5. So let me just check one thing. If the wave 5 is not longer, wave 5. Oh, it's longer. It's so bad. It's not good. It's not good. It's a WX and a Y, therefore. Okay, WX and a Y. You have to be careful because you have zigzags only. Okay, wave 5 is longer than wave 3, which is not allowed. This wave is longer than this wave, meaning no diagonal, meaning be careful. That is a WX and a Y, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your W, let me just put the label for you. Your W is a zigzag. Your X, you got it here. Your wave Y finished there. Okay, you have a big A, B, and a C toward the downside. Be careful. Yeah, it's not a good one. Maybe it's a big wave 3. What do you mean? Like here, big wave 3 is this one. Look, if you want to take it as an impulse, as a wave 3, I know what you mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right, I'm with you. It can be possibility, but you need a wave 1, 2, right? Your wave 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3. First is zigzag, right? Your wave 4, invalidation. So there is no wave 1. Yes, it can be big A, B, and a C. Yes, I'm with you. Yes, it can be. But don't forget, again, based on the rule, to be in an ABC in such a wave here, you need an impulse. Do you have an impulse? Again, it's not. So it's a W. Okay, it's a zigzag. Not a zigzag actually. It's a W, kind of like, even this is 3 waves. It's so bad. But so The thing is, the start here is breaking everything. As an impulse, you have nothing as a, even as a zigzag, you cannot count it. And you cannot count it as a wave 1, 2 here. No, no, no. That is no wave 1, my buddy. I just explained it. Still just have a wave 1 and 3. No, no. That is no wave 1 even. Okay, you cannot count this as a wave 1. No, no, no. That is no impulse. Forget about it, buddy. Again, 1, 2, 3, wave 4 invalidation, you cannot consider. This is 3 waves towards the upside. You start to consider a diagonal. Wave 5 is longer, therefore, it's not there. Sorry, man. You have an impulse, by the way, as a reaction. All right. The more answer, you got it already. Like much more clarification has been get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. All right, guys, back to trading. So we need to go back to trading. Let's see what's happening, of course, today in the gold. Yes, one more high, please. All right, guys. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and comments. And I wish you, of course, good luck. And yeah, have a nice rest of the day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.